I'm Dr. Holly Russell, and I'm one of the physicians with the Center for Community Health and Prevention. I'm a family doctor, and today I'm going to talk to you about one of my most favorite subjects, which is how to be more physically active. I think when we talk about exercise, it can be kind of intimidating. It conjures up images of lifting heavy weights in a gym or training for a marathon. But what we know is really important is moving your body more and sitting less. In fact, there's tons of research showing that the more you move, the longer you live. So today we're going to talk about some ways that we can add physical activity to our daily lives. Now, I'm a mom and I work full-time, so I completely understand how hard it can be to add physical activity into an already really busy schedule. Sometimes the last thing I want to do at the end of a hard day of work is to go for a run or try to go to the gym when I have to cook dinner or help my kids with their homework. So the things I'm going to talk to you about today are suggestions for ways to be physically active with your kids that don't require any special equipment or travel to a gym. The first thing that my family really likes doing together is playing sports. And my kids happen to love basketball, and we're really lucky to have a basketball net in our driveway. So we love to play basketball together as a way to burn off a little steam and get our heart rate pumping at the end of the day. The fun thing about it is it can be a fun competition and we have a lot of fun together. Now, our family likes basketball, but you might love playing football, so you can throw a football around or play catch with a baseball, or there are lots of other sports that are fun because you can play them together and you can add a little bit of spirited competition to it. My next suggestion is a Ninja Warrior obstacle course. With the pandemic, we've all been stuck at home much more than we usually would, and we need to be creative about how we use our spaces. In our backyard, we have enough space that we can make a little bit of an obstacle course, but this is something you could do in smaller spaces, or you could even do it inside if you're okay with the kids jumping on the furniture a little bit. The great thing about an obstacle course is creating it and putting together the obstacles is part of the fun and can be a really creative outlet for the kids. The other thing we like about it is challenging ourselves to go through it faster, so we time the kids and challenge them to go faster through each time. My last suggestion is another thing that you can do inside or outside, but it does require a little bit of technology. We really like the 7-Minute Workout app because it's a really easy way to add some great physical activity in a very short amount of time on our days when we're especially busy. The 7-Minute Workout app is actually been studied to be as good for cardiovascular benefits as a longer program that's less intensive. It is pretty hard. You're supposed to do it at a level of 7 to 8 out of 10, so it can feel a little bit uncomfortable and it can be kind of challenging at first. You do a series of exercises for 30 seconds on, followed by 10 seconds of rest.
3, 2, 1, start. Push-ups.
When you begin, you might want to do a little extra rest in between or modify some of the exercises because, as I mentioned, they can be quite challenging at first. You can do them outside if the weather is nice or inside, and you can do them with your family together. It only takes 7 minutes and you can get a great workout out of it.
Three, 2, 1, rest. Next up, wall sits. 3, 2, 1, start. Wall sits.
If you don't have a smartphone or a place where you can use an app, you can also find the list of the exercises on the web and print it out or just write them down and just time yourself for 30 seconds with 10 seconds of rest or more if you need. I hope you find these suggestions helpful, and I hope you're able to get outside and get some physical activity with your family this spring and summer.